Johnny Stoughton here for IrishBoxing.com with Gary Spike O'Sullivan wearing his new KO clothing top, which I seem to be wanting to advertise.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Best because it was free.
No, because it's quality. Like me.
You looking for a sponsor?
I got one.
Yeah. Obviously, just the day after the Lee Saunders fight, and people are suggesting you could have stepped in. I think it doesn't seem like it's likely to happen, but what was the thought process in that? Definitely a fight you would have taken, even at a world title fight at that short notice?
Well, I'm in the gym, you know, I'm in training anyway. I'm going to defend my WBA and ABA title in Boston mid-October. You know, so I'm in the gym, I was sparring with Frank Buglioni, helping him prepare for his WBA super middleweight world title, and you know, why not? You know, I'd love the opportunity to fight for the world title. You know, it's my dream to be world champion, and Eubank Saunders has got injured, unfortunately, and I'm here already waiting, and so just naturally in the middleweight give him a call.
And like your close mates, or well, you know, close enough, and I know you've spoke highly of Andy as a person as well before. Does that make a difference, or do you even feel a bit of guilt, putting a bit of pressure trying to call him out or anything along them lines?
Well, Andy Lee is an absolute gentleman. I've had a great time from him. I think he's a champion both inside the ring and outside the ring. He's a top bloke, you know. He's a great ambassador for the sport. You know, but unfortunately he has what I want, you know, and it's the business we're in. You know, I want to become world champion, and he's got a fight right now, so you know, that's the business we're in.
And you previously called out Macklin as well, I think after the Fitzy knockout, and thought you had the style to beat Matthew. Would you feel the same for Andy?
I think I could beat Andy. I think I wouldn't get the fight. Otherwise, you know, I think I've got the style to beat him. Yeah, you know, I fancy the fight.
Are you confident that it could ever happen?
I don't see why not. If he's successful against Billy Joe Saunders, I think they've postponed it out till November anyway. What I'm hearing, you know, so it could happen. Yeah, it could be the first time in history. You know, it doesn't arise very often that we've two people at the higher end of the division, and one of them won the world title. You know, and you know, great for Ireland. First time in history, two Irish people fought for the world title. Would be fantastic.
Is there a Limerick Cork rivalry? Would that like sort of stoke itself that we probably wouldn't be aware of up here in Dublin? But like, is there a Limerick Cork rivalry?
There would be, yeah. Like I mean, there's a Munster. We're only 45 minutes drive one another. You know.
I'm trying to say, do you hate Limerick people more than you hate Tipperary or Waterford?
Well, I prefer Cork people. That's what I said.
But so even at that, it'd be a great event for Munster, and so even if there was a Thomond Park element to it.
Absolutely, yeah. I think quite possibly sell better than what Billy Joe Saunders and Lee would even. I would think, you know, an all-Irish event. I think they come from all over the country. You know, definitely, and you know, Munster rivals would be definitely a good seller, I think.
And then just in terms of the Lee Saunders fight, I think I read previously you predicted you think Andy could win.
Well, I think,
was that hard for you seeing Saunders as a mate as well?
No, Billy Joe's a very good mate of mine, one of my best mates in boxing, and well, like I think I could see it going either way. You know, I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think Billy Joe could definitely win the earlier rounds. Andy's kind of tends to start a bit slow, I think, in his last few fights, and Billy Joe starts quick. But if Billy Joe tired like he did against Chris Eubank, that's what I said before. You kind of took me up wrong in actually what they were saying about that I thought. But I think if Billy Joe does tire towards the end of the fight, that Andy Lee is always strong and dangerous throughout the duration of the fight. He's proved many times before, and Billy Joe did tire. I think he could definitely get the knockout blow for sure.
And was that your tactic against Billy Joe? I'll catch him in the later round?
No, not necessarily. My tactics kind of went out the window for me when he busted my eardrum in the second round. And
but before the fight, that wasn't the game plan thinking?
No, I would have taken a first round knockout, 12th round knockout. It didn't bother me. You know?
And then just for yourself, you said you're out in October defending your NABA title.
Yep, it's going to be announced in the next few days. I think the exact details. It's going to be a defence of my title mid-October in America. And
excited to be going back out there?
Absolutely, yeah, it's fantastic out there. I love it. Got great people out there, great team, good promoter. You know, got a good fan base, and really nice. It's good out there.
Do you feel you're on the verge now? Your profile is higher, and you're starting to make a bit of progress towards the world title fight you want. And have they a pathway laid out for you? Have they said A, B, C, and then?
Not really. Well, I'm in the WBA rankings now, so you know, the Canadian Golovkin is the champion in that weight, so I think he's my most realistic target at the minute now because you know, as I got pointed out to me there by Adam Booth, I'm not ranked in the WBO rankings, so you know, our WBC rankings got Miguel Cotto, you know, but I think maybe Canadian Golovkin will be one I'll be looking at.
And people say, despite calling out Golovkin, he's mad, you know, for maybe one or two reasons. How is he going to get it? And it's Golovkin. What would you say to that?
Well, I think maybe I am a bit mad. I know that myself, but that helps, you know, in this game. Golovkin, I think there's a lot of Mike Tyson factor about Canadian Golovkin. People think before they get in the ring with him. Yeah. You know, they just imagine I'm going to get hit that hard, going to get knocked out, but I hit very, very hard myself, and I got a good chin. You know, and I wouldn't fear him. That's one thing I definitely wouldn't fear him, and I believe I can beat him. He can be hit. You know, anyone can be hit with the power I've got. If I can hit you right, that's it. Good night. And
in that regard, do you think Lemieux has a chance against him?
I think so. I think all fighters have got an opportunity against each other. In there, a chance. You know, it's boxing. It's a two-horse race. You know, the gloves are very hard. You know, Lemieux's a puncher as well. If he lands cleanly, Golovkin can go as well. You know, equally Golovkin can knock him out. You know, I think he's in there with a chance. Yeah, definitely. I think I might go watch that fight.
Over there?
I think so. Yeah.
And call him out. Any gimmicks, kilts, haircuts?
Who knows, Johnny?
And then just Stephen Norman's joined you on the Murphy's team.
Yeah.
Did you give him a voice about that? Because it's sort of similar parallels, both with Frank, and probably both frustrated that you weren't getting the opportunities and felt maybe sometimes being brought over as an opponent. Would he have had that chat with you?
Yeah, well, me and Stephen Norman are really good friends. Yeah. Probably one of my best friends. Well in boxing, like, you know, and I'm delighted to see him with the drop like Murphy's boxing promotions. It's good. I think he'll do very good, and then push him. He's a brilliant fighter, Stephen Norman, and I think he can definitely be a world champion as well.
And any chance of him stealing a limelight when you go over to America?
Well, I'm far better looking, like, you know, and a bit bigger now. We were at the gym yesterday. Pascal bought. We were sparring at a different gym, a 20x20 ring for Frank's fight with Fedor Archudinov. So Pascal brought over the boxing boots, and my ones were laying on the ground. And so was Steve. I said, before Steve came, I said, "Jeez, one step." Like size 2s.
But he has a style though that the Americans will like though as well, hasn't he?
Definitely. I think Stephen Norman's got a style that everybody like. You know, I think if you're a boxing fan, he's amazing to watch. He's so fit, exceptionally fit, and walking in some range. He's got power too. He's got a lot of Stephen. I think he's just great to watch. One of the best you can watch.
And would you be fighting on the same cards?
Yeah, I think we're going to fight the same card on the same night, definitely, in October.
And he'll be as usual, not shy, but go humbly about his business while you'll be killed in it, and a nice little mix.
Yeah, I got a nice little pink kilt.
Lovely fight. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Johnny. Thanks very much. I'm actually starting to do a job now as well.
Where?
Got a big TV break. So,
what TV company?
Comedy Channel. I'm on that now as well. So I'm going to be commentating on Fisher Jr.'s fights. He's going to fight with them now. So it's going to...
He's fighting on the Comedy Channel?
Yeah, he's on that now. Next.
Yeah. You're never going to get to fight him, are you?
No, I don't think so. I think he's...
Any word on him, or is that gone altogether on that fight? This interview is going to go on for about 4 hours.
Any word? No. I don't even want to mention it anymore. Just that I'll be commentating on his fights on the Comedy Channel from now on. That's it.
Lovely. Thanks.
Thanks, Jenny.